Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Adventures with Heckenback. This morning, we're packing up and leaving Land Between the Lakes, and we're going to share with you one of our new favorite campsites in Hoosier National Forest. We enjoyed it so much, we almost hate to share it. Let's enjoy just a few more minutes of the sunrise, though, before we hit the road. This was our second trip to Land Between the Lakes, but I'm sure it won't be our last. There is so much to explore and discover here, we feel like we've barely scratched the surface. We haven't visited the Tennessee side of Land Between the Lakes at all yet. Tim and I both have to get back to work in a few days, though, so it's time to start heading back towards home. On the way home, though, we're going to spend a couple days in the southern part of Hoosier National Forest, which is a new area for us. We've camped and explored quite a bit in the northern part of Hoosier National Forest, but we've never camped in the southern part along the Ohio River. We'll only be in Hoosier for a couple days on this trip, but we've marked a few waypoints we'd like to check out, and we're going to be keeping our eyes open for dispersed campsites that we may want to visit in the future. So bright and early this morning, we're headed north out of Land Between the Lakes through Grand Rivers, and we're going to head northeast to Hawesville, Kentucky, where we'll cross the Ohio River into Hoosier National Forest.
I've been acting like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant, I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom, always in bloom for so many times I've stranded, a castaway on unknown shore, although a stranger in this continent, I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom, always in bloom for you. Infatuated light, although it hurts.
We are headed into the Buzzard Roost recreation area in southern Hoosier National Forest. It's about an hour west of Louisville and about an hour and a half east of Evansville. Since we're new to this specific area of Hoosier National Forest, we weren't sure how difficult it would be to find dispersed camping. So for our first time here, we picked Buzzard's Roost Recreation Area. It's a primitive campground, a very small campground, and we were hoping it wasn't going to be too sketchy. Unfortunately, you never really know with primitive Forest Service campgrounds. Some of them are beautiful, well cared for, and others you come across are trashed. That's one of the reasons we kind of hesitate to share them, I think, is because when you find a nice one, you don't want other people coming in and trashing them. Whew, I'm gonna have to pee. From what we had read while researching, we knew again that there was only a few sites and that they were dual purpose, meaning you could use them to camp or just to picnic for day use. We also weren't necessarily expecting there to be a bathroom. We had read some conflicting information, some that said there wasn't one, and others that said there was just a porta-john.
State
This?
property or
Hoosier National Forest. Yeah, so yeah. The other concern is always whether you're going to be able to get a site, especially with a smaller one like this. But this was a Wednesday in March, so we were pretty sure we were going to be okay.
no
Parking.
camping.
No
No
camping
camping.
here. Trail. Oh, jeez, did not see that one. It was hidden in a shadow.
Oh, it's the bathroom.
Your destination is on the left.
Hey. Visitors on roads and spurs. Yep, so there's site 1. 1, 2. Let's see which one looks good. The one closest to the bathroom? That one right there. Probably. Or that one on that side. No, probably that one there, backing up to the river. We don't need there to be a bathroom where we camp. We travel with a cassette toilet, but it's always nice when there is one, especially as cold as it has been this week. And we are starting to see a lot more of these really nice Forest Service vault toilets, as opposed to the old pit toilets that you used to find. Well, it's still a pit toilet, but it's a really nice one. Camping here at Buzzard's Roost is first come, first serve. You can stay up to 14 days, and you do have to occupy your site. And don't worry, that beer can is Tim's. He was just taking a picture to show the brother-in-law who got him the can of beer that he was enjoying it in Hoosier National Forest. Since I was driving today, that meant I get to park the trailer. We've gotten a set of radios so we can talk to each other, and Tim can tell me which way I need to turn. When we first got the trailer, Tim always parked it, and I tried to help, but I was more of a hindrance because I didn't really understand the dynamics of how the trailer moved. Now that I've started parking it, things are beginning to click, but I still need quite a bit more practice.
That's good. Keep coming back. You're fine. Keep coming back. Need to start turning the trailer now. Okay, start following it. More turn, more turn. Don't start following it so quickly. Okay, now start turning harder. The trailer is about straight. Okay, stop. Pull forward, turn the driver and pull forward a little bit. Turn hard the other way, and come back. That's good turning, just come back. Turn driver and pull forward. Straighten up. Straighten up, come straight back. Turn driver a little bit. You're good, keep going back. Driver. Driver. Turn straighten up. Very straight back. Steer. Right there.
Hopefully, that wasn't too painful to watch. We're getting better. Tim gets less frustrated, so he's working on giving me time to think it through for myself. And I take instruction pretty well most of the time. So, our campsite for the next couple days, we're the only people here, right on the Ohio. Love the way they steer. Like, to me, that's so interesting. So going around this whole curve here, just keep swinging the back end.
It's one straight piece.
Right, like you can't steer it from the front. I can't even figure out how to work the lumber carts at Menards. Steer.
know how long this trail is. I'll have to look to see.
The trail is only 0.8 of a mile long. It starts at that little parking area we passed coming in, goes past the little camping area here, and then fairly steep down towards the Ohio River.
Buzzard Roost.
The sign here says the trail is only half a mile, so I'm guessing that is from the sign here down to the river.
Turkey vultures.
Cherokee Nation called them peace eagles.
Oh, this trail descends all the way down to the river.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you.
After a couple turkey bacon ranch sandwiches, we settled in by the fire.
You showed them the Christmas lights over there?
Yeah. So this is pretty awesome. We're right on the Ohio, a free campsite in Hoosier National Forest. Buzzard's Roost. Tim's sitting there watching the campfire. And we have cell service up here.
Not complaining.
Nope. This is probably like the most comfortable we've been on this trip. First night that it's
Oh my gosh, that first night.
Yeah. It's what, 40 degrees? About 40 degrees.
And then while we were sitting there, something amazing happened, and we sort of got it on camera. I had set the camera up on a time lapse to capture the stars, forgetting that the gimbal would go to sleep. So the camera sort of flopped over towards the river. While we were sitting there, we heard a rumbling in the distance, and at first thought it was a barge. And then we saw lights coming towards us. There was a big propeller plane doing a night flight over the Ohio River. Unfortunately, the camera was on time lapse, so we only got a few frames of the light going past us. It was the most amazing thing we had ever seen, though. After it passes us, you can see it follow the curves of the river in the bottom left-hand corner. I was hoping it would come back the next night. I was prepared, but it never came back. In the next video, we'll start exploring this part of Hoosier National Forest. We'll check out some dispersed campsites, a few of the developed campgrounds, and some of the things there are to see in this area. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.